on the mic, the base of the mic. If it's not green lit up, push it up.
Are you better?
We're good.
Thank you. All right, good afternoon, Honorable Mayor and esteemed City Council. My name is Sue Savage and I am passionate about Hemet. Congressman Duncan Hunter was indicted today for misuse of funds. He was indicted by California grand jury first and then the federal grand jury second. As indicated multiple times, it is my intention to keep each Hemet's taxpayers' money safe within the confines of the laws of the state of California. Questions regarding monthly reporting of taxpayer dollars has been asked multiple times. Does the non-report of the July investment show clear disregard for the law by Hemet City Treasurer and by City Council for non-compliance? Questions regarding the prudent man principle for best interest earned has been asked multiple times. Yet, the CD at the Bank of Hemet, per the city's treasurer's June report, shows a subpar interest rate. Does this show a continued disregard for the law by Hemet City Treasurer and by City Council for non-compliance? Questions regarding the safety of taxpayer dollars have been asked multiple times. Yet, uninsured dollars remain uninsured and unrated banks continue to hold Hemet's dollars. Does this show a disregard for the law by Hemet City Treasurer and City Council for non-compliance? Numerous letters and documents substantiating these claims have been sent to every California county and state official. Riverside District Attorney Mike Hestron has not gotten back yet. An effort to follow up with him will be made tomorrow. California Attorney General Xavier Becerra has responded. He does not do these kinds of cases. He referred me to, yes, the grand jury. I will be reaching out to both Riverside Grand Jury and California Grand Jury tomorrow. Any updates with regards to dismissals of city managers or taxpayer dollars will be included in the updated documentation. Thank you.
Up next is a closed session item. There's actually 3 items on closed session. Is there anybody from the public who wishes to address the council on these closed session items?
Yes, Pat Savage, and he'll be followed by Dennis Fletcher.
Item 1, the code section referenced is 54957.7. It actually is .6. Unfortunately, my fingers hit a 7 in my email to the clerk instead of a 6.
Good afternoon. My name is Pat Savage, and I am a resident of Hemet. 3 years ago, Hemet was named by the state of California state auditor as a city with a high-risk classification. The city of San Bernardino had already declared bankruptcy. Hemet still remains on that audit list. In this audit, one of the major critiques of Hemet was its continual churn in staff for management of the city. A primary finger was pointed at the position of city manager. 11 changes in 12 years. Talk about a revolving door. Now we have an experienced city manager who has been in this managing position before, in digging San Bernardino out of its hole. In the past 2 months, my wife and I have spoken to 3 of the 5 council members, directly in reference to Mr. Parker. And in those conversations, no dissatisfaction regarding the city manager was heard. In fact, it was praise for Alan Parker. So my question is, what changed? Is there a new concern? Does the council not like the fact that we began the year with a balanced budget? Is there an old or new voice of which I am unaware, of which I'm not aware, who is bending the ears of the council? Why are we even considering this question? At the time of the budget vote, Mr. Parker and the financial staff received high praise from all city council members for their hard work on balancing the budget. Mr. Parker has been creative in searching out ways to dig Hemet out of the structural deficit hole, another complaint of the state audit. If replacement once again is being contemplated, This move conveys a very negative message to the citizens of Hemet and the state auditors. Why is this move even being considered? It conveys the message, we don't have a structural deficit problem, we have a structural city council problem. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. This is my second appearance before you. Last time I introduced myself as a good news reporter from the Valley Chronicle, and I still am that same guy. I've spent a lot of time crawling around this valley, talking to people all the way from the senior center up in San Jacinto down to the Simpson Center Health Fair yesterday. I went to 4 events yesterday that I covered for the paper. And so I talked to a lot of people. One of their major concerns is balancing the budget. Now, they seem to be pretty happy up in San Jacinto about that, but that's still a concern of theirs. And I just want you to know that it's a major concern that I run into down here. Even when I'm talking to them about the homeless problem, they're talking to me about the balanced budget problem. So that seems to be maybe their #1 concern. My understanding is that Mr. Parker has managed to move us in that direction, and he has a good track record. I don't have any problems with you reviewing anybody's performance at any time. It's probably a good idea to keep everybody on their toes. I'm simply here to report to you my own personal experience as someone who's digging the news and talking to everybody all the time. That some people have never heard of him. I haven't met anybody who doesn't like him. I've met quite a few people who supported him, and I just wanted to pass on that personal experience.
Good afternoon, Council. My name is Mary Ann, and I do live in the city of Hemet. From an article that I found based out of 2015, the Hemet City Council members needed to finally get it right when they selected the town's 7th city manager since the spring of 2012. So if we're still going all the way back to 2012 and we're on number 7, what I did was I did look it up, and we've had 11 city managers in up until now 18. So it's a revolving door, and there is a quote that says that we have been a ship without a rudder. We have not had any strong, endearing leadership since Steve Temple left. So that gentleman went on, and he was San Jacinto's, even killed Tim Holtz, who was hired as a planner in 1991, promoted from assistant city manager to city manager in 2010, and still holds that position. So my question is that if San Jacinto can have a city manager and they're still sitting there as of 2000, I have to go from 2010 to 2015, and that's a 5-year. I don't know why we keep moving our city managers around. They can't do their job in 9 months and then expect for everything to work out. Mr. Parker didn't create this problem. This problem was here when he got here, and he tried to correct it the best that he could. He gave the city council 3 options of what you could choose as far as a budget. You had the option to choose any one of those. You all voted on it, and then now you're coming back and you want to get rid of him or reevaluate what he's doing and said, well, you know, he hasn't been here that long, what have you done? I think he's done quite a good job. I wasn't a big fan of him in the beginning, I have to admit. I looked at his background, I didn't think he was qualified. I wasn't a big fan. But having to come into a city and do a budget that hasn't been done in 5 years, that's a big task. And I think he did as well as he could with what he had. So I'm not against having to reevaluate what he's done, but to then think about getting another one, come on. This is just ridiculous, and it doesn't help the citizens of Hemet, because they're seeing that someone up there isn't doing their job, or it's they have a personal reason for always wanting to get rid of someone. So the last thing I would like to say is that when Mr. Parker was brought on, and this was said on September 7th, 2017, I think Mr. Parker is exactly what this city needs at this time. I think his leadership skills, his consensus building, and his strength are exactly what this city needs.
There is. I have just one more. Tammy Radomski.
Good afternoon. I would just like to say that I also am concerned about the number of city council, of the city managers that we've gone through the years. And to me, it's not a matter of that we fired the city managers as much as we're burning through them. I don't know if it's a matter of looking for someone to be a scapegoat, to finger point, to play the blame game. But I think we need to stop doing this, and I'm hoping that this is the year that we do, because we do need the stability as a city to have the leadership of someone who's been through some awful times before and to pull us out of the dilemma that we're facing right now. So I don't know what's going to happen. If anything, I think that he should be giving a pat on the back and not a kick in the rear. So I'm hoping it's a pat on the back. But my concern as a citizen as well in helping to balance the budget is that with every city manager that leaves the city, there's a severance package. And then there's an interim city manager, and then here we go again with hiring someone and enticements and then bonuses. And I would just like to see the stability in Hemet remain and that we work through these issues. Thank you.
That's it.
Seeing that there's no more speakers on this topic, we are going to adjourn to closed session.
If you're doing a drawing, you see.
You're live on Hemet News. What do you want to say
Oh,
about the chicken
okay.
belly?
I want to say that I've always liked chocolate, but none of my Mexican food. I haven't found a chicken mole that I like yet, but I'm here with a couple of people that seem to think that the chicken mole at El Zarape is different, so.
Well, you know, they got this deal's going on right now. What are they?
Since 5 o'clock.
Yeah, since well, actually,
Your donkey and bring you some McDonald's or something.
no, we went El Zarape. You
So
know.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Steakhouse and bring you takeout.
Two and 3/4 hours we've been here waiting.
Waiting to find out what's going to happen. Tell everybody what the decision or what's going on tonight. Why are we all
Well,
here?
they're discussing three matters. She'll tell about the first one, so
Here, we'll
ask her
put
to tell about
Miss Pearson.
Yeah.
Miss Pearson on here. Here, what?
I'm reading government code right now.
Oh, she's reading government codes
But the
over
first
here.
one is about pay for the firefighters. I don't know what the second one is.
The evaluation of the city manager.
Oh, the second one is the reason I'm here.
And I think that
It's
they do that
evaluation of
once a
city
year.
manager.
They go through city managers more than I go through toilet
Well,
paper.
and they just
They evaluate once a year.
And one of the citizens that testified just pointed out that every time they replace one, they give them a severance package.
And then
so
a
you
bonus
can
package for the
imagine
new
all
one.
the money they're paying out when they have a high turnover rate. A lot of money going out the door.
That's
Okay,
right.
so a number of us are here advocating that they retain the city manager.
You won the Dum Dum Prize.
Yeah, isn't that number 4 on the
Now, what are these little green bars on the screen?
That means those people are just logging in.
Oh, okay.
See the
Stacy
green?
on there?
Stacy Olson, I don't know
Is
if
she
she's
on there?
on
We
here
should
or
get
not.
Stacy on here.
Where is Stacy Olson? Stacy, where you at? No,
I just noticed
Stacy's not on
about
there.
that broken
There we go.
neck here.
But yeah,
Always from
we all down here at the city council meeting right here, waiting to figure. They've been in closed
The
session
place
now.
is packed. There's 9 of us.
Yeah, there's 9 of us
Yeah.
down here. So
Right. Standing room only.
Right.
If you're sleeping.
I'm about ready to go to sleep. Like I say, we've been in. They went into closed meeting like 2 hours and 25 minutes ago, I guess it was, and we're still waiting on them to come back out and tell us what their decision is on the review of the city manager. And
You want me to go get donuts for you?
hey, that sounds good. We got Officer Spilester over here. He probably would want somewhere. Yeah, there he is, right there. There he is.
That's where we're
So what are we on here, Eddie? What is this called? What is this site called?
Hemet News on Facebook.
So go on Hemet News.
The fourth on the list is like voting for the city governors, right? So I think I won that one. but I don't get a severance package.
Oh, right, exactly, or no bonuses or anything like that. Let's see what else we got here. We got I thought I heard a door open, but
No, that was just.
maybe we could get this going, you know. Like I say, they went into closed session a long time ago, and we're all here hungry, and we wishing we had some El Zarapi over here.
Yes. Yes, it's El Zarapi. If you're some emergency food here.
Right.
We're digesting our insides over here now. We're getting very
I can bring
hungry.
MREs to everyone.
Yeah.
You got some in your trunk of your car.
Yeah,
That
my
sounds
phone
good.
gets finally
Put it
died.
on the floor with the little heater.
I got my message off to Stacy.
Got Lori over there playing on the phone. They can do that.
If anybody out there knows Stacy Olson, tell her to tune into this channel, please.
Yes, Stacy, where you at? I think there's a way you can tag her. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, peekaboo indeed, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like behind here.
Yeah, he's back
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
There he is, right there.
Yeah.
Hello. And yeah, as you can see, the place is
We got, we got the real news. Whereas Press Enterprises over there, Craig Schultz over here. We got Hemet News, and
This is from three separate different things. The first one is when I was coming down from the holy fire and the tree fell on my path, so I had to. If anyone saw that video, I had to clear the road, get out one way or another, so I had to chop the big pine tree trunks down and pull on the road. It fell, scratched myself. Then on the 71 the other night, also hole in the road, boom, 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 boom. Last night at Riverside, filming at the transport, there was a piece of plastic on the ground. Ended up.
he tripped over it.
Well, I actually stepped on it and it slipped under my foot, and then I went in front of AMR or PD, and yeah, that was fun. So yeah, I'm all like a little cute mess.
Right. But no, Melissa, what's going on is we're packed in this. Yeah, your internet stinks right now. Yeah, I know.
You want to
Here
connect to the cradle point of my car?
Yeah, we probably need to do that.
No, but it's all the way out there. It's like, yeah, I don't think it will reach the range.
I don't know. Let me see if I can pick up your internet. Yeah, I can't hit the cradle point right now. But anyways, folks, Lori's going to start bitching on my live stream that I'm using our internet. So I just want to do a quick shout out before I get gentlemen. So, yeah, somebody bring some El Zarapi food down here for us while we're stuck here at the city council meeting, waiting on them to come back out. Huh?
I can't hear you guys.
I can't hear you either. But anyway, I know the internet sucks, but hey, I figure I'd just do a little quick live stream, let everybody knows what's going on. Be looking for our video. We'll be having it up soon.
Maybe if you talk closer to the microphone, then maybe people can pick up what you're saying. Not that close. You're putting the phone in my mouth. Not that close. Now you're causing me an epileptic seizure.
Yeah.
Internet connection. Oh, now connection available. So it goes in and out,
In and out, in and out.
That didn't sound right.
Oh, no. We're going to get off here before anything else don't sound right. But be looking for our recorded video that we'll put up later on tonight. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.
So all of those continue?
Correct. Otherwise, there's no reportable action at this time on either of those two items. That's all I have for you tonight. Thank you.
Okay, with that, we will adjourn to our next regular meeting on August 28th.